one step at a time.
Do you ever run a marathon before?
I have not, but I've heard. Not really my thing. Not really my thing. All right, guys, I got lots of jokes, but I can't really direct them out. I need something to come forward first.
When you guys play the way that you did in Game 3 and you corrected a lot of the stuff that you wanted to correct.
Let me stop you right there. Continue.
No, go ahead. No, you had something on your mind.
No. Were you going to say, what do you do to try it? Even though we made corrections and we came so close.
No. How do you process that?
No, I'm just messing.
How do you process that? Do you look at?
I don't process anything at all at this point in time. Right now, full on just mental like blindness and just next game, next opportunity. I'm really having fun, guys.
Well, then I'm going to serve up another one.
There we go.
The other night, at the end of the game, Steph did something that seemed disrespectful. Did you guys take offense?
That's the thing. This is my first time hearing about it. But no, we don't view the little things, and there's always jokes between the entire group, this and that. It's never about disrespectful. Our job is to stop them. Their job is to stop us. They've done a better job thus far. So anything, as long as it's not, we remember the stuff that happened last year in the series, and nothing, a little trash talk here, a little this and that. We don't really care. We don't focus on that.
How do you keep from being mentally defeated?
What'd you say?
How do you keep from being mentally defeated before you just walk out?
Well, how do you keep them from being complacent?
I'm not talking to them, I'm talking to you.
Well, the way you do that is that they remember some of the moments that they were in of extreme confidence, Kevin included, from being up 3-1 against them. So you would walk into that locker room and say, well, you guys have been in this position, so I wouldn't expect you to be confident. I wouldn't expect you to be complacent, correct?
Right.
Well, we've been in a down position before, and we did something. Most guys in our locker room have done something that's never been done in the history of the game of basketball. So, from that standpoint, yes, we understand the task is large. We understand that the task has not been done before, but that statement has also been made before. So, we're a confident group. We're not guaranteeing 4 victories in a row, but what we are saying is that we're going to come out as a confident group, play hard, and give ourselves a chance tonight, and then go on to the next game, and then go on to the next game and see what happens.
After so much success you guys had a group shooting the 3-ball in the regular season, even most through the playoffs, how do you explain how poorly you shot it the first
Well, I think some guys just need to continue to be aggressive. I think you look at JR, and JR didn't have a great game. He just was kind of JR. Like a great game is 8 for 12, 7 for 10. What was he, 5 for 10? Yeah, well, that's better than 1 for 2 or 0 for 1. So you got to be aggressive, and against this team, you're not going to get perfect feed set, wide open shots, and they're not really getting those from us either. They're just shooting them aggressively and taking what's being given to them and shooting them with confidence. So we need our shooters, Kyle, him, to continue to do that. Kevin's been shooting the ball, extremely well. Last game he struggled, but he did so many other good things for us. So, we just have to shoot, more balls with more confidence, with more balls.
You mentioned them.
Take your time. You'll get it. You guys all get it.
You mentioned them challenging you in threes. I mean, their stats are pretty good in three-point defense against everybody all year. What do they do? Is it just?
Well, they have good length, and they do a lot of switching, which takes away triggers. Triggers are basically when a big man rolls and it allows somebody to help. So that means somebody's on the weak side is open, so it's swing, good shot. But when you have versatile defenders, that's why you see in this you typically have to play a little bit more one-on-one. You run pick and rolls against Steph because he's one of their weaker defenders if you compare him to Draymond and Clay and the rest of the crew. So you try and do that, and then obviously you look at what Kyrie did. Kyrie almost had 40 with no threes. So a couple more of those drop. Good things happen, and then we keep it moving.
You've in covering Durant, how is it different than when he was in Oklahoma City with all the different players he has around him?
He has a lot better players around him. Russell is obviously a high-level MVP candidate. Say whatever you want, but he joined a 73-win team that was one game away from winning a championship. and you add probably the second best talent in the NBA to that team, in a position that Harrison left and Bogut left, and so you add basically a three-man in that position. It's it's a impressive ad. You have a high-level coach in Steve Kerr, and you have a hungry group. So they're a very, very talented team with good pieces all around.
Was KD always a good passer, or did he become a better passer in this group?
No, KD was a great basketball player. I think the way they play the game, it's like, Steph is a good passer, Draymond's a good passer. It's just if you play basketball the right way, being a good passer is fairly easy. Because he draws so much attention. A lot of times, just making the right play and then having guys around you that can feed off of that.
Hey, RJ, there were some disjointed parts of this season, but do you feel like you guys reached your potential?
I still do not feel like we've reached our potential. We've said it all along. It doesn't matter if we lose in Game 7, what happens with tonight. If we don't win a championship, then the season was unsuccessful. That's it. It's the same for them. It's probably the same for 3 teams in this league every single year. And it's true. If we don't win a championship, it's unsuccessful. Nobody would be surprised at the end of the day if before this series you said the Cavs won. No one would be surprised if someone said San Antonio won a championship at the beginning of the season. No one would be like mind blown. So for the 3-4 teams that are in that position, regardless of how it ends or whatever, if you don't raise that banner the next year, then it was unsuccessful.
Considering their undefeated run, does that play any factor into tonight?
No, our goals was not trying to stop us. The team that broke Michael Jordan's regular season record. We're not trying to stop a team that from going undefeated. None of those things matter. None of those things matter. Our only goal is it's about us. It's about trying to be the best form that we can be, and trying to win a championship for ourselves. If your motivation is other people, then you're probably doing this for the wrong reasons. All right, guys.